Emmerdale may have confirmed Aaron Dingle's fears after newcomer Serena Sugden uncovered a major secret about John, raising fresh doubts over where her loyalties truly lie. The hour-long episode began with Robert receiving unexpected news from Kev Townsend, who revealed that Serena had once worked as a police officer. When Aaron returned home, Robert and Kev filled him in, confirming the suspicions Aaron had held from the beginning. Serena had been quietly asking questions about John's death, which occurred when Victoria acted in self-defense during the Corriedale events. Concerned by what this could mean, Robert suggested they deal with the situation quickly for Victoria's sake if Serena really was informing on them, as Kev believed. As soon as Serena arrived home, Aaron confronted her, accusing her of secretly working undercover for the police. Robert stepped in before the confrontation escalated and calmly told Serena they already knew she had lied. He demanded the truth, prompting Serena to admit that she had previously served as a police officer but had left the job because of personal circumstances. She insisted she wasn't intentionally hiding anything and begged Robert to believe her. Explaining her past, Serena revealed that policing had never felt like the right career for her. She spoke about growing up as a mixed-race woman in the Dales and how she had hoped to improve things while serving as an officer. Although Robert sympathized with her explanation, he soon realized she had also lied about how well she knew John. Earlier, Serena had claimed they had only crossed paths at a few family gatherings, but the reality was far more significant. She confessed that John had stepped in to save her family's farm after her mother became seriously ill. According to Serena, he used the money from his military pension to help them financially, making it impossible for her to believe he was capable of murder. Feeling uncomfortable keeping money connected to someone responsible for so much harm, Serena decided to donate what remained of John's pension to those affected by his actions. She asked Vanessa to pass part of the money on to Tracy Robinson, whose husband Nate was John's first victim in the village. Vanessa praised the gesture as incredibly generous, while Serena replied that it was simply the right thing to do. Robert later apologized for doubting Serena, admitting he was impressed by her kindness. However, Aaron refused to change his opinion. Back at home, Robert argued that Serena had shown genuine compassion, but Aaron remained convinced she couldn't be trusted. Their disagreement grew heated, and Serena eventually left the house to clear her head with a visit to the Woolpack. While at the pub, Moira Dingle told Serena she understood why Aaron struggled to trust her. She pointed out that Serena had lied to him and reminded her that his family had already endured enough hardship and deserved honesty. Serena stayed at the Woolpack, where she struck up an interesting conversation with Bob Hope. During their chat, Bob mentioned that Robert and Victoria had quickly sold their share of Moira's farm, while Moira was behind bars, before Victoria suddenly relocated to Portugal with her son. The information gave Serena plenty to think about, strengthening her belief that Robert and Aaron were still hiding the truth surrounding John's death. Later, she confronted Robert with her growing doubts, questioning whether John's reported suicide had really happened the way everyone claimed. As she linked his death with Victoria's unexpected departure to Portugal, Robert attempted to dismiss her suspicions, but Serena wasn't convinced. Eventually, Serena hinted that she had worked out Victoria was responsible for John's death. Even so, she assured Robert that she had no intention of reporting Victoria to the authorities and promised she would keep the secret. That evening, Robert informed Aaron about Serena's discovery, leaving Aaron furious. In the closing moments of the episode, Serena was seen entering the local police station. Has Serena changed her mind, or will she keep the promise she made to Robert? Emmerdale has unveiled a brand new online spin-off centered on the famous Dingle family, giving fans a fun behind-the-scenes look at the show's cast. The new digital series, Dingle Court, will bring viewers to the legendary Dingle dining table, where two cast members from the Dingle family and other Emmerdale favourites will sit together to chat and debate a wide variety of entertaining everyday subjects. Each episode will feature conversations covering everything from ordinary daily habits to more unusual opinions, with no subject considered out of bounds. A preview for the opening episode has already been released, featuring Kane and Belle taking part in the lively discussion. During the teaser, Jeff Hordley jokes that someone would normally be thrown out of the family over disagreements like these, before explaining that each guest will introduce topics and decide whether they agree or disagree. Among the issues set to spark debate are returning to the same holiday destination every year, wearing satin pajamas, and even opinions on toilet roll holders. The first installment of Dingle Court will be available on the official Emmerdale YouTube channel this Sunday, with new episodes arriving every week after that. Meanwhile, recent scenes suggest that Noah Dingle could soon be leaving the village, as the latest episode appeared to begin setting up a possible exit storyline. The soap is also preparing to welcome back Elliot Windsor, who has not appeared on screen since 2024. Luca Hoyle has confirmed he is filming new scenes while continuing his musical theatre studies at the Pendleton School of Theatre. Speaking about his return, the actor said he was delighted to be back on set after a short break and excited to begin filming a new storyline as Elliot Windsor. He added that he has been fortunate to play the role since 2016 and feels privileged to remain part of the long-running drama, saying he is eager to see what the character's next chapter will bring. Kim Tate sends Ross on a mission in upcoming Emmerdale scenes after the break-in at Home Farm, but his investigation quickly descends into chaos. Ross may hold the title of Director of Operations, but he seems far more skilled at helping himself to the luxury snacks than carrying out any actual work. Even so, working for Kim means he occasionally has to follow her instructions, although getting him to arrive on time is another matter entirely. In the latest spoiler clip, Ross finally turns up at Home Farm and apologizes for being late, explaining that he accidentally fell back asleep after receiving Kim's call. Kim isn't impressed. She points out that if former security expert Graham Foster were around, he would already have sorted out the break-in. Since he's unavailable, she hands Ross a list of possible suspects and orders him to investigate. Ross begins his amateur detective work by confronting Moira Dingle, accusing her of being responsible for the burglary. Unsurprisingly, Moira has little patience for the accusation and quickly throws him out. His next stop is Robert Sugden, who also finds himself under suspicion. The accusation makes little sense, especially considering Robert is still recovering after being struck by a runaway trailer and is hardly in any condition to carry out a break-in. It also doesn't help that Aaron Dingle is by Robert's side. Aaron immediately leaps to Robert's defense and responds by punching Ross. Serena Sugden steps in before the situation gets any worse, calming things down after Ross leaves. She then speaks with Robert and Aaron, hoping they will allow her to stay by fully explaining everything about her connection to John. Although Aaron remains cautious and still doesn't completely trust her, at least the confrontation with Ross is over. As the week continues, Kim makes an alarming discovery. She realizes the intruder didn't break into Home Farm to steal cash or valuables. Instead, a USB drive has disappeared. The theft suggests the culprit was searching for sensitive information rather than money. The question now is, who took it and what are they hoping to uncover? Emmerdale airs on ITV1 every weeknight at 8 p.m, with each episode also available to stream from 7 a.m. on ITVX and YouTube.